Have you ever found yourself staring at an array, wondering how many times each number appears? It can be a bit overwhelming, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle how to count duplicate elements in an array list. I totally get it. Counting duplicates can feel like a daunting task, especially when you're dealing with a long list of numbers. You're not alone in this. Many people face the same challenge when working with data. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user asked, "How do I separate and count how many values in my array list are the same?" They provided an array list of digits and want to print the numbers based on their occurrences. Sound familiar? Let's dive into this together. So what's the best way to tackle this? We need to separate the values, count how many times each one appears, and then print them in a specific order. It sounds complicated, but I promise it's easier than it seems. And stick around. I have a neat trick at the end that will make counting duplicates even simpler. You won't want to miss it. To count the duplicate elements in the array list, the user should first create a hash map to store each number and its count. This will help in tracking how many times each number appears. Next, the user should iterate through the sorted array list. For each number, they will check if it already exists in the hash map. If it does, they will increment its count. If not, they will add it to the hash map with a count of 1. After counting the occurrences, the user can construct the output string. They should iterate through the hash map and append each number to a string builder based on its count. Finally, the user can print the resulting string. This will display the numbers in the order of their occurrences as required. Fun fact: did you know that the Fibonacci sequence, which appears in your array list, is found in nature? From the arrangement of leaves to the patterns of a sunflower, it's everywhere. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach to counting duplicate elements in an array list involves using a hash set. First, you add all elements from the list into a hash set, which automatically removes duplicates. Then, you simply find the difference between the size of the original list and the hash set. This difference gives you the total number of duplicate elements. That's it for that response. Let's explore another one. An alternative approach to counting duplicate elements in an array list involves using Java's Stream API and collections. First, you can filter the list to count occurrences of a specific element. Then, you can use the collections.frequency method for the same purpose. Additionally, a hash map can be utilized to store each element and its count. Lastly, the grouping by method from the Stream API can group elements and count them efficiently. That wraps up that answer. Let's move on to another one. An alternative solution provided by another user suggests using Java 8 features to count duplicate elements in an array. They recommend creating a map where the key is the element from the array and the value is the count of occurrences. Now, let's see a response from a different user. An alternative approach to counting duplicate elements in an array list involves using a hash set. First, create a hash set from the original array to eliminate duplicates. Then, add the unique elements to a temporary array list. Finally, iterate through this temporary list and use the collections.frequency method to count occurrences of each element in the original array. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. An alternative solution provided by another user utilizes Java 8 features to count duplicates in just 3 lines of code. They create a map to store the count of each element. Then they iterate through the list, updating the count for each number. Finally, they print out how many times each number appears. Here's the neat trick I promised. Use a hash map to store the counts of each number. This way, you can easily retrieve and print the numbers based on their occurrences. And there you have it. You should now be able to count duplicate elements in your array list with ease. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button for more coding tips and tricks.